Well, I think the corn might be getting pretty close. That and got a chance of rain tomorrow, and then it gets colder, like for good, I think, for winter. Maybe a few warm days yet, but definitely gonna start cooling off. So I'm gonna go grab a few cobs. We'll do a moisture test and see where it's at.
Hi, I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter. Our family has been blessed to farm in Montana
For over 100 years now.
And it wouldn't be possible without the great team we have
and blessings from our Savior,
Jesus Christ.
All right, 5, 6 of them, plus a few in the shop I already grabbed, but didn't have enough for a full sample. Here we go. Uh-oh, got it too full. 13-2. Holy moly. We gotta go cut some corn so we get a combine. Well, hello there, winter wheat. Definitely got some grasshoppers eating on it, but I don't think it's gonna, the grasshoppers aren't gonna last too much longer. Well, grab the combine. Well, here we go. No corn pans this year. We're just cutting in flex mode, like we're cutting some chickpeas or lentils. Taking everything through the combine. We did roll this corn after it was planted, so we knew we would have the rocks down just in case we wanted to do this. And I think this works better than 12-inch space with corn pans, just because there wasn't enough cobs, or there wasn't enough stalks last year to keep the pans clean, keep pushing them through. So yeah, we're not losing, I mean, we're losing an occasional ear of corn, but not much. Yeah, 30 bushel average so far. So I think we did everything right. Corn planter, and seeded it earlier than we did this year with the late spring. We probably could be back 70, 80 bushel corn with a corn planter, I would think. So yeah, kind of fun to do something different again. Oh my goodness, we filled a hopper of corn. Last year we cut 70 bushels off of 18 acres, I think. This year it's running significantly better. Well, at least he didn't get any on the roof. He's full. That'll work. Nice plump kernels even.
Well, it appears we have an issue. So, we do have a new one. This is just a reservoir tank on the sprayer. Excuse me. And I just spent, I don't know, 20 minutes trying to figure out how to get to these two bolts, because this sits way back in here. Until I realized you just take those two off and you can get to it. Sometimes you just gotta, I guess I'd be thinking outside the box. New tank installed. Needs filled yet, but either way it's done.
Well, we are averaging right at 30 bushels, uncalibrated. We'll go weigh the truck at the neighbor's scale when we get all done cutting, but few things going on. Obviously, we did not use a corn planter, or else we'd be using a corn header to pick this. We're using the equipment we had, so we planted it on a 24-inch space through the mid-row banders on our Burgo air drill, and then we land rolled it because there's no packer to seal that all back up and make sure that it's in firm soil. So we did that. I sprayed it with the side-by-side sprayer. We did plant it at about 25,000 population, which is way more than we would have used for population with the corn planter. We would have planted 18,000 versus 25,000. So I think that probably is also hurting our yield a little bit. And we really had no sub moisture. We just raised this crop off of the rainfall we had this year. And talking to some guys in Nebraska, they said their dryland corn looks like this too. So next year we'll see if we can round up a corn planter, a corn header, and all that. So, but it's kind of fun, a little different. Got some corn for our butcher cows. Might actually have a little bit to sell. Truckload, half a truckload, something like that. We'll see. So, but yeah, hail damage on this side of the field, and then this looks like there might have actually been a little more grass pressure and maybe weed pressure before I got sprayed. So definitely not our best attempt at raising corn. We could do better. We'll hopefully be able to do better with the corn planter in the future, but corn cannot be insured dry land in Montana. So if we can start to raise some corn bushels and get our proven yield, 3 years of history, get a yield that the crop insurance will be able to use that for our average on our farm, and we can get like a written agreement on the crop insurance then. But right now this is all just, we'll call it fun and games. Well, that truck holds about 1,250 bushels, and we cut 42 acres, and that's going to be a little over 1,200, so 30 bushel the acre. It's like a 10-time increase in yield from last year to this year. Well, now obviously 30 bushel corn is nothing to get that excited about for most farms, and it's really not anything to get excited about here. We have raised 70 bushel corn before dry land with a corn planter, so I just wanted to try it, and I think it was a success. If corn prices stay high, and I know there's a little bit of a premium for corn around here because there's just not much raised, I think we're going to raise a little bit more next year with the planter if we can line that all up. So yeah, I know, make fun of me if you want, high-state guys and wherever else where you raise lots of bushels of corn, but for Montana, I'll take 30 bushels out of an air seeder, and that's basically the best bushels we cut out of any other crop this year. Well, our peas are better than that, but yeah, wheat in this area ran 20, chickpeas ran like 18 that didn't get hailed on, and this corn got hailed on, so I'm gonna take it as a win. I don't care what you say.
Well, today has not been exactly the most productive day for hauling Durham, but we are back to hauling Durham. So the elevator in town in Glasgow had a truck come in, I guess was way overloaded and broke their scale. So they put a limit of 105,000 pounds gross weight. And if you're over that, they will send you back without dumping you. Their computer cannot process that ticket if you're grossed in over 105,000. So I was watching my gauges, I thought I was close, and I was 1,600 pounds over, so I was way too heavy anyway, but so I had to take that load back, dump a little off, and yeah, one load of Durham made 2 trips to town basically. Not great with the price of fuel these days.
Corn harvest is done. Spent the day yesterday hauling some grain. Today Tim's hauling barley bales to the highway, so we got some better access for selling them this winter. Got the moisture tester. We go out and unload that corn that I cut the other day and see what moisture it is, if you have to put a fan on it or not. So,
good morning, everyone. The project of the day today. So we're gonna take it back to the west bins, which is right over on the horizon right there, basically. It's about 3 miles away. So, unfortunately, getting out of here, it's gonna take a lot longer than 3 miles. I could go at least a half a mile down to the cutoff road, which is south of me right now, but I have to go north, mile and a half from right here, I think, yeah, because the road out of here, as it drops off into that coulee, is little too side slopey for a load of hay. So, don't think we'll be the most efficient in moving hay doing it that way, but we're safer that way. So, anyway,
oh, it's looking pretty good. Might be a hole in one. Oh, wrong way. Oh, too short. Still counts, right? Well, I'll give you guys a little explanation on why we just left the air reels on, and let alone why we used the flex draper, I guess, for cutting corn. Really, there's no options for 24-inch corn heads, or they're just really hard to find, specialty heads. So we just used this header. Since it was rolled, there's no rocks to worry about picking up. Put the header right down on the ground, and that would keep the cobs and stuff from coming down. The reel kind of keeps pulling it up, and I think the air reel actually did help push it in a little bit too. Let's see, where am I set now? I was running the reel a little further back, so that air reel was blowing pretty good down right at the cutter bar. So yeah, the cobs, as you saw in the video, they were below waist high, so they cleared underneath here. These are 12-inch space anyways, so it'd be a corn row every other one. All in all, it worked really good. If we had planted it with the corn planter, I probably still would have tried doing this on 30-inch rows, just because for 40 acres of corn, probably wasn't worth using the corn head for that when we already own these, trying to track one down, rent, whatever. So, will we try corn again? I think so. We're gonna try doing the planter next year. Maybe do quarter section or something like that. There's a little demand for corn around here. Time to clean stuff up, get these things put away before it starts snowing, which hopefully is over a month away, but you never know. It is Montana.
sort of forgot my Fitbit because I don't have one, never have. But when you finish up a stack, like I had over there, truck's loaded, gotta move the loader, and you walk. So I'm getting my steps in today. Well, this isn't exactly the best semi-road. By semi, I mean semi-truck. I mean, it is kind of a semi-road. It's a 2-track. Made her to the yard with load number 3. Dig up my app and undo my Bluetooth straps. Get it unloaded. the entrance to the field. And it's about a half mile up the hill. And yeah, it's just a little too side hilly. I'm trying to hold the camera at level, I don't know. It's a little too side hilly for stacked bales on the trailer. So that's why we're going out the other way. That, and when you get through this little bit of a waterway, then there's that little rollover. It actually flips it the other way, so it would be a lot of twisting and tweaking. There's 5 loads. Numbers wise, I probably brought back just as many mice as I did bales. So yeah, I mean, it's October. What do you expect? Mice everywhere, right? Well, that was 233 bales hauled today. So I had a stack of 2 instead of the normal 3, and I didn't want to travel like a quarter mile to get 1 more bale, or I would have had 234. So yeah, 233 bales. Most are there, and I just put 1 load over there on the other side of the bins in case of fire. Don't want to lose them all. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Anyway, I think I'm going home. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching, but don't forget, farm hard, pray harder. See you next video.